Hi, welcome to Trailers from Hell. I'm Mike Mendez. So I saw a lot of movies I shouldn't have seen when I was a kid. For example, when I was 7 years old, my family took me to a little family film called The Howling, which was terrifying, but I loved it. I particularly loved the werewolf effects by Rob Bottin. So it was 6 months later that another werewolf movie came out, this time from the director of Animal House. And I went to see that, and my little 7-year-old mind was blown away by the effects by now Rick Baker in that. And I honestly thought when I was 7 years old that the way to make a great movie was to make a werewolf movie. But I didn't realize how lucky we were in 1981 that the two greatest werewolf films of all time, Howling and American Werewolf, came out in the same year. So let's look at one of the other great werewolf movies, John Landis's An American Werewolf in London. This film follows David Kessler, an American college student, backpacking across Britain with his best friend, Jack. Unfortunately, while coming across a small rustic town, the two come across a large beast. Jack is killed and David is left wounded, having been saved by the local townspeople. He awakens in a London hospital, nursing his wounds, being told that he was attacked by a madman. When he tries to tell them he was attacked by a wild animal, no one believes him, and certainly the locals aren't backing his story. Then the strange dreams begin, each more vivid than the last. Dreams about being a savage animal, dreams about being a monster. Then he starts getting visits from his dead friend Jack, who tells him he's a werewolf and he will kill when the full moon rises. Is David crazy, or is he really a monster? The answer becomes pretty clear as stacks of bodies begin to pile up around the full moon, and David has no explanation of where he was and why he's waking up in strange places covered in blood. An American Werewolf in London is a wonderful film. It's funny, it's scary, it's emotional, it plays on so many fears. Body horror, or the fear of disfigurement, fear of losing the ones you love, fear of not being able to control the animal inside you. And it's very funny. Not that I would necessarily call it a comedy, but the characters are just very likable and funny. But they are in a very grave situation. This movie is where I think John Landis was in his prime, honestly. The trifecta of Animal House, The Blues Brothers, and this film, his filmmaking just had a fire behind it, had a fury. I think he's working at the top of his game here, as is legendary effects artist Rick Baker, who redefined the makeup effects industry with his famous werewolf transformation and puppets for the film. In fact, he won the first ever Academy Award for special effects makeup effects for this film. Some wonderful performances by David Naughton, who is known for his Dr. Pepper commercials from the 70s, Logan's Run's Jenny Agutter, and After Hours' Griffin Dunne. Landis was inspired by the original movie The Wolfman in how the Wolfman was the victim. This film works on many levels, but I think the emotional core and love story is really what makes the film a classic, asking the frightening question of what if someone you loved was a monster. It's beautiful, frightening, and heart-wrenching at the same time, and that's why I think this wolf is one of the GOATs. Greatest of all time.